Hello everyone. This video is a demonstration of the installation of the Nlsr plugin that we developed in our lab. So this is basically the site at which you can find the details about the plugin and the downloadable links and everything. So in order to install the plugin, you need to download this particular RAR file, installation code for nlsr.rar. The other two RAR files are for the data that we used for uh, modeling connective tissues, and this is for the GUI. This is the GUI that is used for the estimation of the ligaments characteristics, parameter estimation, material parameter estimation of the ligament characteristics. So let's download this. I have already downloaded this RAR file, and I placed it here, and I've also extracted it, as you can see. So let's go to the installation. This installation folder contains two different Nlsr codes for OpenSim, like two different versions. It is compatible for OpenSim 3.3 and 4.0. The instructions for the installation is also provided in a document here, as you can see. So let's install it for 3.3 right now. So let's go here. As you can see here, there are a number of codes written in C++, uh, uh, that are basically used for the deployment of the plugin in OpenSim platform. So what we are going to do first is compile all this code to a solution file that can be accessed using a compiler, just like right now I'm using Visual Studio 16. So for that, in order to compile all these files to a solution file, we're going to use a software called CMake. So let me open this software. As you can see, this is the architecture of CMake. Let me copy the directory from here and paste it in the source code directory. As you can see, it's here. Okay, so after this, where to build the binaries, so where to build the solution file. So let me name it as build within the same directory. It is not necessary, but for my own convenience I do it in this way. So after that, what we need to do is click on the configure button, and then it's giving me a prompt that the folder is not being created. So let's click yes, and yeah, here this window shows us the specific generator. I mean the version of Visual Studio that we are going to use. We can select it from this scroll down menu. So I'm going to use 16 2019. Okay. Use default native compilers, and then click on finish. So it takes some time to configure the codes into a solution file. Yeah, the compilation is done. As you can see here, there are four options available. One is for CMake configuration types. So this is basically the type of debugger that we are going to use in Visual Studio. So this is release with debug information and release. Release is quite faster because the debug information is not taken into account in that. So this is the prefix that we are going to use for deployment of the uh, library files that we are going to generate from the Visual Studio after building it. So, and this is the directory at which my OpenSim is installed, and this is the name of the plugin that you want to install. Like, you can name it anything. Like right now I'm planning to name it as Nlsr underscore plugin. Okay, then since I've changed the option here, so I need to reconfigure it. So let's click on configure again. So the configuration is done. Let's click on generate now. Now the generation is also done. So if I redirect myself to the same folder in which the installation codes are stored, as you can see here, there is a folder named build. So inside which the complete solution file for the Visual Studio is available. So what you can do is you can directly open Visual Studio from this particular button, open project. So I'm just gonna click on that. So yeah, so this is the interface for Visual Studio. You can select the debugger from, I mean, you can select the debugger from this option here, and the version that you want from here. Right now I'm using 64x, x64 and 64-bit, and let me use release because that really works fast. So let's click on, so in the right hand side, this is the solution explorer. In this you will be able to see all the important, I mean all the checks and the codes and everything that are being used for uh, making the solution file. So let me click on install and set as starter project. So the complete code for the header file and everything is available here. So OpenSim, sorry, nonlinear ligament.h. This is the header file, and this is the I mean .cpu file for this. This is a file which allows the compiler Visual Studio to create a DLL file that is compatible with OpenSim, and this registered type NLL ligament plugin.h. This is a code that allows the DLL file to be registered into the classes of OpenSim. So the CPU file is available here. So let's not waste time and build it. Let's click on build. As you can see, it started with release 64-bit. Yeah, the build process is successful, and what you can see here is if I redirect myself to the OpenSim folder and just go to plugins, you can see the DLL and .lib file that is being spawned out by the compiler after the build process is complete. As you can see, it is 11:11 and it's today's date. Now, in order to load these plugins into OpenSim, we need to open OpenSim.